Hey everyone, time for another market review, and I'll start with a week forecast which is more up. I think we will go up to around here. We go to the extreme, and it's gonna be classic semis. It's going to be software. Probably Nvidia wakes up this week and Microsoft continues. A couple of things happened last week. I'll go over them in a second. That are compatible with more upside, but we're getting very stretched. We have CPI next week somewhere in around these days. We'll see when it happens, and it should put a stop in the rally. Plus, we get super overextended. We are already at 44% straight up with this small correction here, which we kind of expected, but it didn't have any momentum. This was 3%, 3.27. And the analogy with the 2000 top is that then the rally was 37% before like a 6% pullback. So let's see, almost 38 here, and then a 6% pullback from this level, which would make it something like this. So basically a 21 EMA pullback afterwards, and it will be from a very overextended level. And it will feel very bad because various names will drop like 15, 20, 30% in that short amount of time. But we shall see. For now, expectation is that we continue going up this week. There is a possibility, not a very big one, like 10, 15%, I would give it, that we top out today. We get a reversal rejection today, but I don't really think it will happen. And we continue going higher. We had the NVIDIA event, which they announced on CPUs just now, a couple of hours ago. Should give it a bit of momentum to go higher. Then we have VIX which made new lows. VIVIX made new lows. So this is all supportive of the market going higher. Got a bit of a pump in yields today right now, but nothing to be worried about quite yet. I think yields go higher, but a bit later on. When it becomes clear that the resolution of the Iran war with any peace deal Trump may make right now is basically bullshit. It means nothing. Yields will pop back up, and we had some ghost prints on the 2 year. One from here that we haven't tagged, one from here that we haven't tagged, and last week we had another one at 4.52. I think this is where we are heading eventually over the like by the end of this year we will be here on the 2 year at some point during the remaining of this year, but not quite yet there. And another chart I noticed this week, it was this one. This is move. This is the volatility, the VIX of bonds, and we have a series of higher lows, which generally end in a major blowout, like this slow build up and then escalation. And same here. When we overlap this with SPX, it's generally the build up towards a bear market and a sustained bear market at that. And this was this lasted quite a long time. Like this was from the 2000s, 2020 to 2021, so basically 2 years, and we are halfway there right now. Uh, but what we got afterwards was the bear market of 2022. Same here, it wasn't really that big of a bear market, but this buildup of higher lows in move eventually led to blowouts. And I think we're building towards it. We're not quite there yet. Probably needs a couple of more months of baking, but it's going to be something like this, like another blowout now, go back down, and then that major blowout in yields that can take us way above anything we've seen in the last 40 years. So that's basically the this scenario. Let me So it's this scenario. I'll go to the monthly. This is a possibility of how things play out. Again, doesn't mean it will, but it's a possibility and could get like this type of yield blow up towards the end of the year. We shall see. But for now, things are okay. The way that, like we got Microsoft with the breakout here. We flipped the AVWAP from the all-time high. If you remember from many examples, but the most recent one that I noticed was GFS, which had the all-time AVWAP. And whenever we manage to flip this type of level, we tend to go to the other side as an extreme. So we were hugging the 2 level and we got all the way to 3, even higher right now. This doesn't happen always, but generally speaking, it's a way to uh, set targets and manage expectations. So when we flip this level, the expectation is that we go to this 73 to 79 area. We did, we went even higher. Uh, and the same kind of thing is to be expected from Microsoft here. And the baseline will be getting to like 520, this area. Minimum would be a gap fill of this 480 level. I think we get it very soon, like over the next 2 or 3 days. But the target would be here, and of course we have the potential to go even higher. Like we might hit the top of this trend line here as well at the third level. Yeah, this is it. So I would expect the given how this market has behaved, volatility to the upside has been higher than volatility to the downside. So even though we dropped, but we didn't drop in a super accelerated manner. When we do go up, we will go up in a super accelerated manner. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hit like this 550, 560 area within a month. Something like this. Meta is also building up towards the same thing. We have the yearly AVO up here, and we're about to flip it. I haven't done so quite yet, but we get 737 as a target if we do. We have Oracle, which has done the same thing. So this is the top AVO up. We just flipped it on Friday together with Microsoft. Also has a lot of upside potential if we continue going up here, like 320, basically a retest of the all-time high. And the software names in general look very bullish. We have stuff like CRM Breakout, Palantir. An interesting case is stuff like Hood, basically crypto names. So crypto names have gone up on Friday, like even Coin, back-to-back ring days, and significantly overperforming Bitcoin. Even MicroStrategy, MSTR did like 4% on Friday, almost 5% on Friday, and Bitcoin was super weak, which is very strange, especially since it was correlated with software. I don't know if it goes lower here or it bounces from this trend line where it's supposed to bounce, but quite strange that the stocks are actually responding to the correlation with software and going higher in spite of Bitcoin going lower. So this is kind of the whole setup. Expectation is that we continue going higher. We should see a softening in semis, not necessarily in the pure semi names, but stuff like the optical things like find a couple of names. So yeah, these names like Wolf and the other Wolf, Amcor cooling down. What other stuff? AAOI, so Applied Optics, uh, looking like making new lows here. AXT making new lows. So basically, the things that have been pumping a lot lately, which is the adjacent to semi names, I have already underperformed, and this is a preview of what will happen to semis. So the most speculative names, which are these ones, will have already topped, and they're making new lows here. And I think semis will follow relatively soon. So within a week or so, they will follow. But in the meantime, Nvidia should be keeping SMH up. At least I assume that. And eventually the semi names, the pure semi names like AMD, Intel, and whatnot, should be doing exactly what these names are doing. So these are semis 2 weeks in the future, and this setup will give us the pullback that should be coming. That should give Qs like 6, 7, 8% maybe at most before going higher. So this is still a deep buy when we get to various levels. For example, in this name specifically, it will be something like this. So we close the gap here. Come on, I'm not clicking the fucking thing. We close the gap here, maybe like 100, maybe 100 exactly because it's a psychological level. So something like this. So this should be going down lower, and that's everything it will do. Or light, maybe like at 700 as well, something like this. So these names have topped out first, then semis, pure semis will follow, and then the whole market corrects like 6-7%. In my opinion, it will happen basically beginning of this week until OPEX, and OPEX will make a low. After OPEX, we start going higher again. So that's it for this week. Have a good one. Bye bye.